Hey guys, Alice here, and today's video is called How I Knew I Was Trans. So I would like to tell you how I knew I was trans. But at first I want to tell you that even in transgender community, even there are stereotypes. And when you don't fit into these stereotypes, doesn't mean you're not trans. Like, there is a lot of guys, and they say that they knew they were trans when they were 3 years old. They knew that something was wrong when they were 2 years old. Like, what? When I was 2, I didn't know anything, and when I was 3, all I knew was that I want my mom, I want food, and I want to play. I didn't care about gender. I didn't care about gender roles at all. So that's just what I wanted to tell you, that don't care about stereotypes. Just be yourself, because you're an amazing human being, you are an individual, and that's what makes this world beautiful, that everybody is different. So now, back to the topic, how I knew I was trans. When I was questioning my gender identity, I wasn't looking into the past as much as I was looking into the future. So I wasn't like, okay, I always wanted to wear boys' clothes, so that means I'm trans. Of course I didn't, but not that much. Like, I was asking myself, where do I see myself in next 2 years or 20 years? Do I see myself as a girl? Do I see myself as a woman? Or do I see myself as a man? Do I see myself as a mother or as a father? And it actually helped me, and I realized that I can't imagine myself living as a woman. I just couldn't imagine this. I can't be a mother because I'm not a woman. I'm not a female. Like, I can't be a mother. I would love to be a father. Father to a child, to go out with a child and play and, play football or something. Doesn't mean I want son. I would like to have a son and a daughter. Like, one son and one daughter would be amazing. So that's how I see myself in future. And of course, when I was little, I was dressing like a boy. I played with the cars, like the little cars, and you push them, and I played football, and I had friends, like boys were mostly my friends, but not all the time. When I was in kindergarten, I was very shy, and I wasn't very social. I was the one who's sitting in the corner and drawing and don't talk to anyone, don't play with anyone, because I was really shy, and I'm still shy. But when I started primary school, I hated kindergarten, so it was amazing. Primary school, I had a lot of friends, and we were having a good time and learning. I was learning new things, language, mathematics. It was just great. And when I got older, I started to dress more like a girl, because my best friend, she was my best friend for 3 years, and then I was ill, so I stayed home for 1 week, and during the 1 week she started to bully me. Like, I didn't know why, what happened, and now I know it was just a puberty, and the bullying didn't last longer than 1 month, so it was okay. And then we were actually able to talk together. We weren't friends, but we were able to talk together, and we were just classmates. So yeah. And this girl told me that I should shave my legs and I should dress like a girl because I am a girl. So I thought that, okay, maybe I will feel more girly when I will do all those things. So I spent like 2 or 3 years dressing up like a girl, but I didn't feel comfortable at all. And one day I was standing in front of a mirror, and I was watching myself, and I can't even describe the feeling, and I was a bit scared of the feeling because I felt disgusted. And I wasn't fat, I wasn't too slim, I was just a normal 15-year-old girl, like physically. So I didn't know what's happening, why I hated myself. And when I put on something very girly, I felt like naked, Go outside naked, how would you feel? That's how I felt when I was wearing when I was wearing girls fashion. So that time I still didn't know I was trans, and I was just like, okay, I'm strange girl. I always thought that I'm strange girl. And then my Winnipeg unfortunately died, and at first I didn't want any other Winnipeg because she was the only one for me. But a month later I started to search the internet, and I decided I want another Winnipeg, so I searched for different colors and kinds of Winnipegs, and I was on YouTube and I was watching a video, and there was some Winnipeg, and when you're watching a video on YouTube, on the right side there's the column with the videos you might like, and there was a video called Transgender Kids, first part of 6. So I clicked on it, and that time all I knew about transgender people was that they exist. I remember when I was 8, my mom and I, we watched a documentary about female to male transition, and I was 8, so I was like, oh, it's really possible to change this. And we were watching this, and I was like, wow. And my mom was like, but please never do this. And I don't remember what I said, but I was fascinated by it. But then I forgot it, and it was forgotten for next 8 years, because I realized that I'm trans when I was 16 or late 15. I'm not sure. So I clicked on the video and I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, that's me. That's exactly how I felt when I was 12 or 10. That's exactly how I felt. But I still didn't know that that the transition is possible even for me, like here in Czech Republic, and I didn't know that I can start transition even when I'm not a child anymore. So after this video, I searched the internet, I saw many videos, FTM videos, and I started to question my gender. And as I said, I was looking more into the future than into the past, and it took me a year to actually be sure that I am transgender. So it took me a year, and I'm telling you this because transition is not something you should rush into, because just think about it, take your time, because it's very difficult. Transitioning is very difficult, not just physically but emotionally. So don't rush into anything, because one day you might think that you're transgender, and you will go through coming out, you will tell everybody that you're trans, and another day you will think, okay, maybe I'm not trans, maybe I'm just a butch, So don't rush into anything, think about it, and believe me, one day you will figure it out. It's the same like with coming out. I wanted to come out like many times, but I just still wasn't sure. And then one day I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna come out today because I feel ready. So believe me, one day it will come. So that's basically how I knew I was trans, and yeah. Be yourself, love yourself, and see you later. Bye.